Hey folks, this year I wanted to give you a special gift this holiday season, and that is I'm reposting the Walking Blues lesson that I did earlier this year that everybody liked so much, and I'm going to include the tabs with it. All you have to do is go over to Patreon. It's all set up, no cost. You can get it, download the tabs. Anybody can go over there and get it. And I want to do that as a way to say thank you so much for all the support that you've given me this year. The support in my music, the support in all the likes and the follows, the support in enjoying the lessons and commenting on them and sharing my music with other people. Thank you guys so much. And like I said, head over to Patreon, download the Walking Blues tabs, and enjoy the lesson. And Merry Christmas. Hey folks, on this installment of the lesson series, we are going to tackle Robert Johnson's Walking Blues. I've been working with this tune a lot this week with my students, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So let's just jump in. I'm in Spanish or G tuning, open G, which is D, G, D, G, B, D. And this is the first string. This is the sixth string. All right, let's jump into it. Here's the intro. That's the whole intro. All right, now he does a really interesting thing in this intro, which, you know, Robert Johnson's very staccato in his playing. So on this first part, where he's going on the first and second string at the 12th fret, so he's doing triplets, triplet, 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 okay? And on each beat, he's sliding in. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Now, if you'll notice, it's very staccato. It's not. It's. Okay, so the way I produce that sound is I use these two fingers to pluck the first and second string, and I do it like it's almost like I'm on a trampoline, and those are my legs. Bop, 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 and I'm coming back down and muting the strings after I've sounded them. See my right hand? So, I would encourage you as an exercise, and it could be boring, but it's also kind of fun, to sit around and try to just play that way. The way I maintain control is I take my thumb pick and just kind of hook it onto the third string, onto the G string, and then I can play. All right, so the first three beats are triplets going into the 12th fret on the first and second string. 1, 2, 3. And then the fourth beat, he does it, boom, and then he goes on the third string, and for the rest of the triplet, he goes, all right, bop, bop, 3, 4. All right, it goes 11, 12 on the third string. Then, to start the next measure, he hit, 12 on the fourth string, and then slides it down. So it goes, and plays that open third string. Then, all right, so what he's doing the 11, 12 on the third, and then hitting the 12 on the fourth string, sliding down, hitting the third string open. Then he's taking, or I take, my second and third fingers. I put my second finger on the sixth string at the third fret, my third finger on the fourth string at the third fret, and we're going to play the third string open. Right? Now, I have a weird thing about me where I vary the triplet in there. He goes, bum, 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 bum. All right, so he's going with that second finger on the third fret on the sixth string, third finger on the third fret on the fourth string. He's going 3, 2, 1, and then open on those two strings. So then he takes his slide and comes to about the third fret on the fifth string, and slides up. Then he catches the fourth string, plays the sixth string open, and then a strum. And the way I do that, I take my first finger and then these two fingers. I don't know why I do it that way. You can do it open-handed. You can do it with the pick. Okay, and it's just basically all the strings. So, the whole intro. Alright, there's the intro. Now let's talk about the verses. He does a couple of different things. So, on the first and the second verse, and the third verse, he does the turnaround with this slide. So let me just show you how the verses work in their entirety. Here's the first verse. There's the first verse. And basically, that's all the verses during the whole song, except for the turnaround verses. Okay. Now, all he's doing is taking the slide, 5th string, sliding up to 4, and then coming off and playing the 5th and the 4th string together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the basic thing. It's a work song. All right. And then when he goes up to C, he goes just on the 5th string up to the 5th fret. Then back to the first figure. Then 7th fret. All this on the 5th string. And remember, Robert Johnson, when he's playing these verses, he has a very bouncy kind of sound to him. All right. Now, he's also got another little cool thing that... You listen to the song, that kind of appears more and more as he goes through. So during the first verse, he really doesn't bring out that 5th fret on the first string hit until he's through the verse a little bit. Alright, so all he's doing is the first figure, the slide up to the 4th fret, and then the 5th and 4th strings open, and then he comes in here. And he keeps that rhythm going in the back with his thumb. Now, the way I do that is to hit down with my thumb on the rhythm part and then take my middle finger and hook the first string coming back up. See how I'm doing that? I'm not doing it all at once. So there's that part. Now he does that for the first 3 verses. Then on the 4th verse, he busts into his chordal middle. All right, so he goes. All that is he's going to bar. Kind of slides into the 5th fret and he bars the top 5 strings. Excuse me. We all make mistakes, right? I think I just did a post about that earlier this week. Yeah, if you make a mistake, don't sit and punish yourself. Just move on through it. All right, so. All that is, he's coming up to the 5th fret. He's barring. He's taking his 3rd finger, or at least I'm taking my 3rd finger. Okay, I've never seen Robert Johnson on film doing this. I'm taking my 3rd finger, hitting the 8th, and then the 7th, and pulling off to the 5th on the top string, on the first string. All the while keeping that then he goes up to the 7th fret. And he does the same thing, except this time he's pulling off. He's going 10, 9 back to 7, pull off. And then 5th, 8, 7, 5. All right. And he also does this cool little thing. He goes. All he's doing there is taking and at that 8th fret, bending it up a little bit with his finger, and then playing 5, 5, 5, 1, 2, 1 on the first and second string. All right. So let me play that entire verse form for you. That's pretty much the whole song, except for one other variation that he does on that verse. All right, he will pop on the C and on the D instead of playing the chords. All right, so what he does there, it goes. And all he's doing, he's not using the slide for this because it's kind of hard to do, but at least I don't. I don't think he did. I take my first finger, put it on the 5th fret on the 5th string, and then just take this finger, because it's hard to do with my thumb because I have the thumb pick. I take my first finger and just pop it. Pretend I'm playing slap bass or something and hooking it. All right. Then actually what he does when he goes into the turnaround, he actually just plays the chordal part. Then, to end the song, he basically does an intro again. All right, and all that is, you go up to the top and you play some variation of the intro. That time I just did this. And all that is the first and second string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, sliding into the 12th fret. Slide, slide. And going down to the 3rd. Taking the second string, sliding into 12 and hitting the 3rd string on the 12th and sliding down. And then on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, open, and then 3rd, open 1st string, and then end on the 5th fret on the 1st string. All right, guys, that's the whole song. I hope you enjoy it and have a great weekend. Hey, folks, please drop me a comment and let me know where you're watching from. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe. And hey, thanks for watching.